Hey everyone, hope you're all doing great. Myself Jeevita. I'm so excited to make this video on this particular project. This is my second NI10 project, which is based on AI-powered news extraction and blogging agent. So the goal of this particular project is we will be fetching news and we will be sending that to an AI model, which is responsible for creating a blog. So we all live in a world of AI and we're all so busy to read latest AI news or maybe latest news related to any particular domain. We are a bit lazy, right? So I felt like why can't we create an automation or why can't I make use of AI model which can automatically fetch the latest AI news every day, at least 5 articles or 5 news blogs every day and send it to a model, extract its content, and send it to a model and let model write a blog for you. So if you are free, read our entire article or else just read the blog written by AI model to get updates related to what's happening in the market. It's so exciting, right? So well, you all know that what is an NI10? NI10 is one of the automation thing which basically helps you in automating a workflow. Any task, like if you want to repeat at certain interval, we just use an NI10. So this is my second project. Already I have done how to fetch jobs and also how to generate a cover letter using NI10. You can just watch those videos as well. If you like my channel, if you like the video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Click on a bell icon so that you don't really miss out any new updates related to AI. So well, in this particular project, I'm using schedule trigger. Schedule trigger is responsible for starting the workflow, and then we are fetching latest Google News with the help of SerpApi. And then we are splitting out the process because I want to deal with individual article. And I'm just limiting because we have less resources because we are using free models, right? And then I'm using edit model, I mean like edit field, which is responsible for selecting what is important to us. And then important thing, I'm using a Firecrawl tool, which is responsible for scraping entire HTML content of your page. And then I'm using edit field just to extract like what is important to me. And then whatever I extracted, let us send to the messenger model. So here, as usual, Gemini model, which is free for us, and I'm using that. And then again, edit field just to extract like what exactly is important to me. And then finally, I'm sending everything to a message tool. So here, send a message, whatever I have extracted, whatever blog is written by my model, that will be emailed every day to me. So let me just execute this workflow. This is so exciting and interesting project. I'm pretty much sure you'll love for it. Um, Make sure you start implementing along with me. Before that, just explore what is NI10, how to launch NI10 workflow. I mean, like this workspace. I've already taught this in our previous videos. You can watch that. First, I'm just using NI10 Cloud. Just open that. By the time, let it execute. Let's see what's happening. And in order to build this project, there are three things are important. One is like, you need a Google API, you need Firecrawl API, and also you need one SERP API. Three API keys are important. With those API keys, we can build this particular project. Well, my workflow has been successfully executed. You can see all 5 email has been sent. Let's see what is it. Okay, let me just open my email and let me refresh. Well, it's already done. See, this is how it's going to send an email for you with the latest AI news. You can see it's saying like, hey Jivita, here is a quick update, and it's giving you title and introduction, main story, why it matters, and final conclusion of that particular article. If you're really interested in reading that article, just click on it and read the entire article and just be updated with the latest AI trends. So well, you understood like how it works. Now let's explore how to build that from a scratch. Excited? Okay, let's begin then. So very first thing, you have to create a workflow. So just launch a NI10 instance. Like if you are using a cloud, so make sure it's free only for 14 days. I'm just left with 6 days. Well, try with that. If not, you can try with a local hosting as well. So let me just click on open instance. Okay. So you can clearly see the very first step is like I just have to schedule a trigger. So you know how to schedule a trigger? Very much simple. Before that, let's create a workflow. Yeah, so I created workflow. I'll just call it like news agent. Yeah, you can see All right, let me start. So first click on this particular plus icon and search for schedule trigger. So while in a schedule trigger, you already know, you just need to set at what time this entire workflow has to execute. Let's say every day. So basically, we will not have time in the morning, right? Let's say every day around like 9 p.m. Let's say after dinner, I just want to read a latest articles and I just want to sleep. Okay, so I'm just triggering. Let me just execute the step. That's great, done. Okay, schedule trigger is done. Next step is I just want to fetch latest AI news, right? So for that, what I do is I just look for a SERP API. If you are using SERP API for the first time, you need to install it. Once you install, just look for Google News. Okay, here is search Google News. Let me just select. Here you have to set the credential. So for that, you just need to use a SERP API. Just search for SERP API official document and then just click on assign. Okay, basically when you sign in, you'll see your private key here. Just copy that. And here you can click on, create a new credential and you can set here like this and just save it. So basically already I have an account, but still I'm doing. Okay, done. It's selected. Okay, and resource, let it be search and operation Google News. We are extracting Google News and search query. So I'm looking for, let's say, fetch latest AI news or fetch latest news on AI agents because that's trending, right? Okay. And then let me execute the step. If I click on this execute, it is going to fetch all the latest news for us. Well, here in our result, you could see just a schema and table, like a metadata you could see. Now what I'll be doing is, I'll just use a node called as, split node. So what the split node will do, it will help you in splitting things. You can see here the news has been extracted, right? There are so many news. You can see news result 0, 1, 2, and so on. I want to see like how many are there and I want to analyze them individually. So I just drag this news result into a fields to split. Okay, not really 0. You have to drag this, just news result. Well done, just execute the step. Okay, so it's giving almost like a 73 items related to what query I have given. Well, that's great. You can see the position, you can see the title, you could see the source, you could see the link, and also you could see thumbnail and also the when did it publish, right? So you can also change the search query if you want just latest news on AI, the trending news on AI. You can just see like fetch latest AI on news. Let me fetch it again. Because AI agent becomes like a specific domain, right? And you can change just, let's say if you want information related to a sports, politics, you can just change your search query according to your requirement. So well, we are getting like this. Yeah. So this is amazing. So let me just check like what query I gave here. Yeah, so basically I'm fetching latest news on AI agent itself. Okay, let me try that itself. But you can try anything that you want, your wish. Let me just execute. Okay, and split out. Let's execute again. Well, it's giving me 100 items now. Okay, that's amazing. So schedule trigger is done, Google News search is done, split out is done. Now, what is important is like I don't want to read all 100 items. Like who will have a patience, right? Let's see. Let's read only the top news articles. So for that, I'm just using a node called as a limit. Limit is the node which is responsible for executing the top ones. So you can just see like maximum file, or you can see first 5 items in the sense like based on date, based on the that particular article executed. So it's going to return you the first 5 items. Let me just execute. See, out of 100, we are just filtering out 5. So I'm just using a limit. Very simple. Okay, that's great. Once you limit it, what's the next step? Okay, you have to edit field. Edit field is responsible for extracting what is important to us. So I'll just go and select, not edit. You just need to call it like, set node. Edit field or a set node, one and the same, which is responsible for selecting what is important from like whatever you have fetched. So basically here, I'll just do a manual mapping. So I'll just add a add field. See here, from a split out, we just got certain things like you can see. So I'm just extracting a title. So I want a title. And similarly, next thing, let me add another field. So here I'll try to extract a link. See? And similarly, if you want, you can also extract a date as well. Like if you want to see like when it has published. It's just a very recent today, right? Yeah. Okay, done. Let me execute. So it's going to give you title of that link. I mean title, link, and also you are getting a date. Hope this is clear. So this is how the set node, we call it like a edit field is going to work in extracting like what is important to us. Okay, that's great. Since like so many nodes are there, I'm just dragging it. Now we have a links, right? Like I have to scrape the links now. You can clearly see these links. If I just put it in a browser, it will open. So now I want to write a blog on these particular news articles because I don't have a time for reading everything. So for that, what I do is, see, just open that link. This is how an article is going to look like, right? I just want to scrape the content of this particular article. So for scraping, what I'll do, I'll just use a concept called as a Firecrawl. Okay, Firecrawl is like kind of scraper, which is responsible for extracting the content of web pages. Okay, you can just see the documentation related to Firecrawl, which is used for scraping things. It helps you in scraping. You can scrape anything related to any URL. You just need to give an URL and you should tell like do you want a markdown or something else, something like that. Okay. So even for this Firecrawl, you just have to take an API key, which is important. Only if you have an API key, you can proceed further. Okay. So what I'll do here, I'll just add a new node called as Firecrawl. So yes, here is a Firecrawl in this. Well, use extract data or crawl a website or let's say scrape a URL and get its content. Okay, I just want to scrape an URL and I just want to get its content. So let me just select this. Even here, credential for Firecrawl is important. So you just need to sign in this. Just go to a dashboard and if you go to an API key section. Okay, so you will see, just copy this API key and then, just click on a new credential and just paste it. Already I have set the credential in my intent, so I'm selecting whatever already is specified. And then here, scrape a URL. So what you have to scrape, actually you have to scrape this link, right? Just paste that link. Sorry. Yeah. So this is going to be the link, JSON link. Every time it takes a link and it's going to extract the content of that particular page. And then, okay. Then click on a choose. So parser, don't select anything. Let it be default. And only main content. And along with that, you can see, yeah, at the bottom, it's like proxy means basic. It just fetches up basic information like meta information. Just use a teeth so that, it just fetches the markdown content of your page. Now let me just execute. Let's wait for a few minutes. Not really few minutes, probably a few seconds, because it has to fetch the content of a pages, right? Yeah. So after doing this Firecrawl thing, like what is the next step? Well, it's done. See, you could see you have a metadata, you could see the description, right? And you don't see actually the content. So let's use custom body. Okay, and let me try to execute it. Yeah. Let's check once here, like what I have done, scrape an URL and get its content. So I just used a link. So custom body is on. Okay. And we just gave a link, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, see, like make sure you use custom body so that, it extracts the markdown of your page. Otherwise, it will be just like, it just gives some meta information. Okay, we're done with scraping information. Now what I'll do again, I just want to access, content, whatever fetched from a Firecrawl. So I'll just use this plus icon again and I'll just use a set node. Set is responsible for extracting like what is important for this. So what I'll do is again, I'll try to extract, like a markdown. I can call it like a content. First, let's extract a title. Basically, I want a title, and then we'll extract a content. Okay. So content in the sense you can see it's markdown. I'm just dragging markdown into a content stub. And then I'll go to an edit field and I'll just take up this title. I'm just extracting like what is important to me. Let me extract. So now what it will do in 5 items wherein you will see the title as well as, whatever content, whatever scraping has done with the help of a Firecrawl, you can see that. You can see title, content, and you can see like 5 items. You could see 5 items. So now what is the next step? Next important step is basically you have to create a message model. That means now you need an AI model which takes this content along with a title and it is responsible for summarizing and it has to write a blog now. So for that I'll be using a messenger model in the sense Gemini model. I'll just go with Google Gemini because which is free. So I'm just using Google Gemini. Yeah, Google Gemini. In that, I'll just use messenger model. Well, that's great. Again, like for a messenger model, like if you are using Gemini, again, credential is important. Just go to Google AI Studio. Just search for Google Studio API. So, and just click on Google AI Studio API key and try to generate an API key, or else, like if it's already there, copy it, or else just click on a create API key and then just create it. Okay, so you're gonna set it. It's already there in my case, so I'm not setting it again. And then messenger model, you have to choose a model name. I'll just use Gemini 1.5 Flash. You can choose 2.5 or a Pro, your wish. I'm just picking 1.5 Flash. That's enough. And very important thing, the prompt. So here, send a message as a user and get the response from the model, or you can give a role like a model. Tell the model to adopt a specific tone or a personality. Let's use role like a model, and you have to specify the prompt, right? So prompt in the sense it's an instructions that we are giving to our model just to tell like what task it has to do. Okay, just to tell what task it has to do. I'm just creating, the prompt. I'll just show like how the prompt will be. See, this is a prompt. We're just saying like you're an AI news blogger. Read the article below, create a professional blog post in full paragraph articles, like summarize, make it simple, write in a storytelling flow, and length should be like 4 to 6 paragraph. And we are passing inputs like title, content, and also the link. And output format should be like we want a title, and then we want an introduction, main story, why it matters, and conclusion. And also finally the original link wherein people can click on that link and also they can read blog from a original link as well. Okay, this is basically the prompt. You can design this prompt on your own, or else you can take an help of AI like a ChatGPT or Google Bar, Gemini, something like that. Okay, yeah. So I'll just copy this, and this is the prompt that I'm giving to a model. So yes. So basically, it's not basically the JSON link. Okay, so let me pass a link here. No coding, nothing, just like drag and drop kind of thing. Okay, so title is given, and here title is there. Okay, and source link. Okay, for source link, let me just try this. Well, that's great. Okay, all good now? Yeah. So this is basically the prompt that I'm giving to my model. So we are just asking my model to adapt the tone, and it has to execute every time based on our instructions that is given in a prompt. Okay, now let me just execute the step and let's see what it happens. So what is the next step? Like after it generates a block for you, what is the next step that you're gonna do? So very simple. So what you have to do is like you have to again use a set field to extract like what is important to you. Once you extract what is important to you, you just have to use a messenger model. You just have to use messenger model. So by the time let's create a note. Okay, well done. It's executed. All right. See, you can see it has given a title and also kind of blog created by your messenger model. That's so exciting information, right? Yeah. So now let me just click on our edit field, that is a set note, so that I can extract like what is important to me, what is extract it from my model, I'll just use like, kind of block, and then I'll just drag my text into this. Okay. So you could see the title and also the block. Well, that's great. So now, after this, let me just execute the step. Great. It will execute. Okay. Done. It has extracted the block. So now what I'll do is we have to send us whatever extracted and whatever block is written for every article. We just need to email so that user can read that particular articles every day. So at a triggered time. Okay. So for this, I'll just using Gmail. So in our Gmail, we have to send a message. So let's use send a message, and you need a credentials to connect with. So just click on Gmail account. And if you're using for the first time, it will ask for you to, give an access. Just connect and give an access, and then resources a message. So sending to, I'm just basically sending to my email ID itself because I'm interested in reading articles, latest articles related to, AI news. So Chivadadi is, I'll just use Ramsudha, okay, at the rate gmail.com. This is my email ID. And then subject, let's do one thing. We'll just drag, title into a subject. So for every email, the title is going to be the subject. Okay. So, or else I can say like, AI news article, something like that. You can do it. Okay. Fine. AI news. That is cool. Okay, then next important thing is like a message model. You have to give some instructions, right? Like how the message has to be sent. So in order to send a message, let me use something like this. Okay, let's start with Hey Jivata. Here is a quick update for, a quick update of the latest AI news. Updates you should know. So I'm just copying this. It's a very simple formatting that I've done for, sending message. Just something like this. Okay, so I'm just giving a title and automatically it will try to fetch the blog. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just use like Hey Jivata, here is a quick update. Okay, and you should know. Okay, so let me just give one line break and then title. Okay, title, and you just need to drag, the blog. So basically, the blog is something which we have extracted just now. Just drag this blog into a title. Okay, done. That's great. Now let's execute. We'll do one thing. Let me just erase the thing like whatever available on my mail. As of now, I don't have anything. So basically, what I'll do is okay, all good now. So we'll just execute this particular email step. Execute and just see the result. Well, it's done. So we limited to 5. So if you go and check your email, let me just refresh. Well, we got a 5 latest AI news related to an AI agent, and you can start reading one by one. See, like, let's see this. See, just starting with Hey Chuvadai, here is a quick update of latest AI news about you should know. And you could also see like, original article as well here, right? So I guess like I didn't give like a proper spacer. So that's the reason it's taking everything. And I have given. Okay, I did one simple mistake. And I'm sending email type as an HTML, right? Don't send it as an HTML, send it as a text. So that you get it in a proper format. Let me just remove all these things and let me execute. This is a simple mistake. I often do this. Okay, be careful. The email type, not an HTML, it should be a text. Let me just execute. Okay, let's wait for it. Okay, done. Let me just refresh my email. Well, I got it. See, now let's see how to evaluate AI agent development tools and platforms. I'm so excited about it. You can see here. Here is a quick update, title, and kind of thing like how to evaluate AI agent development tools and platform, introduction, main story, why it matters, conclusion. And also we are given with original article as well. You can just open this article and you can read if you have a time. If not, you can just read the blog written by AI model and you can understand. And similarly, you can see the different articles as well here. So okay, and even here. You can see. So this is an interesting, kind of building your AI powered news extraction and a blogging agent. This is so exciting, right? So make sure you implement this. So similar way, you can also try, extracting Google Jobs and customizing that, interview preparation kind of that you can do. And you can also extract a latest research paper, and you can summarize them. So probably that would be my next project. And also you can create a workflow automation which gives you interview preparation based on the skills you specify daily. Like you want somebody to send a questions to prepare for an interview, right? You can customize, you can build your own automation which sends daily, at least 5 or 10 questions on any specific topic. Prepare them and do well in your interviews. This is all about, AI powered news extraction and a blogging agent that are using Enlighten. I hope you liked this video. Make sure you implement it. If you like the video, if you like my explanation, make sure you subscribe my channel, like a video, comment on my video what you want next, and also don't forget to click on a bell icon so that you don't really miss out any new updates related to my YouTube channel. Thank you all. Happy learning. Keep exploring. Bye bye. Take care.